How are we doing, YouTube? Hi, my name's Jason. The channel's, by the way, I heard it. By the time this video is released, it will be after I've made it, but I've never made a video on YouTube before. I'm not the video making type. I wanted to talk about Suboxone. Suboxone. When do we all go looking for stuff online about Suboxone? Well, right when we're in the middle of some kind of withdrawal that, usually we're forced into. In this video, I want to talk about a little bit about my backstory, some of the things I've been doing that are working for me, how withdrawal affects me personally, how I'm managing it this time way better than any time in the past, a little bit about my backstory, and then I wanted to talk about the mental game and the actual physical actions of winning. I think we all go looking online for a way to get free of these terrible things, and you got everybody telling you, oh, supplement this and do that, and it's great for me, and taper this and taper that, and cut them up, and blah 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 blah. I mean, a lot of that's all well and good. I've tapered more away than once. For my case in particular, I've been on to a day for almost 3 years, sometimes more. But one thing I've learned is no matter how much more I take, I don't feel any better. It just makes you feel worse and worse and worse, and your body just is really in shock that you're doing that to it. And I didn't want to make this. I could have made this video a week ago when I wasn't really feeling the full effects. I was feeling like $1,000,000, and I don't think that's fair, or real. I want to make this video while I'm still withdrawing, and so I can remember where I was at, and remember what I was thinking, and this time's different. This time I want it, and that's one thing I want to cover in this video, is that old cliche that you have to really want it. I got so sick of hearing that everywhere I find online. Anybody that wants to talk, yeah, I'm smoking a cigarette, so you're going to have to deal with that, because anybody who smokes cigarettes smokes 3 packs a day when they're withdrawing, and we'll get to that in the side effects, but it's not a good idea. But I'm an addict, so I gotta. Anyway, yeah, so we'll cover the backstory. We're going to go over that cliche, you really have to want it. Sorry, I have notes here, because anybody who's going through withdrawal knows that your brain is fried and scrambled and over easy, That's the other reason I want to make this video now, so I can remember the pain my brain is in, the pain my body's in. I want to talk about what's working for me, because I think I can help. I mean, I really think I can help, not even with supplements or super tapers. I just have a couple stupid things that are really working for me well this time. Now, alright, I'm done. Just let me, there we go. Alright. So, everybody knows. What else here? Let me check my notes. I want you all to come with me on this journey. Here I am looking like shit, sweating like a pig. I mean, we'll go through all that later, but I want everybody to come with me. I want, I think a lot of people look for stuff online because you want to know somebody else is hurting as bad as you, and you want to see them be strong and see them win, and it helps motivate you. One thing I didn't like was all the videos that oh, kratom this and hyperdose vitamin C that. Well, a lot of times when people go through withdrawal, they have no money. How many times have I been through withdrawal of stuff because I just don't have the money to buy it, or stupid dealer won't answer the phone, or insurance company won't cover the medicine, or for any number of reasons. It's hard, and you don't have the money to buy the drugs, so how are you going to have the money to buy the supplements? And we all know that downward spiral we can get in with mentalness, and then you get physically worse, which makes your brain worse, which you don't eat, and then your side effects get worse, and the only way out of it's to just bail out of it, and that's where we're going to come back to the mental game. The mental game I want to cover more in other videos, because for me personally, it took me finding my creator, and I don't want these Suboxone help videos to be pushing any of my personal religious beliefs down your throat, but there will be more videos to follow about all that stuff, and how I've come to believe, and how it's changed my life, and how it's changing my life right now. But like I said, I'm not asking anybody to believe the crap I believe, but I will be covering that in more videos. So if you are interested in how I came to believe in certain things, then check back. There will be more videos eventually. This is a rough video, and obviously, it's my first one, so feel free to like, subscribe, comment, complain, but I would really appreciate it if I make one person's day or withdrawal a little bit easier with my personal experience, and I feel I have to share it, because I don't think enough people are sharing it, So, let's move on. Here goes the cliche. You have to really want it. I didn't realize the gravity of those words for a long time. It's like you want it, you don't want to be on them anymore, you're sick of it, they make you sick, they're going to make you die younger, it's not good for you, you don't feel as good as you could. I'm sorry I'm shaky, but I'm holding a tablet, so get over it. But anyway, where was I? I'm an idiot. I did smoke a little today, just to alleviate some of the brain hurt and try and sleep. This time I forced myself off them. That's where it's different when they say you have to want it. Every other time I've gone through withdrawal is because I was forced off them, and this time I had 14 of them left, and quit them because I knew I had to, and I know either I'm going to do this or I'm going to die eventually, and you have to decide that for yourself, and it's hard. It's really hard. I know the pain inside that you're trying to numb every day, every way. The only escape from the pain of reality and daily living and the memories trapped in your head is unconsciousness, sleeping. Sleeping is your escape. It's your escape from everything that hurts, and subs definitely give that to you. They let you eat, and they sure as heck let you sleep, and that can only last so long. I mean, your life isn't going to improve. I mean, they'll help you get off dope, they'll help you get off the pills, and they're great maintenance. I'm glad I haven't touched a pill besides subs in 4 or 5 years now, and I do have Suboxone to thank for that, but sometimes I regret it, because I went off the perks. It was 5 days of the worst hell of my life, But after 5 days, it was over, and I felt like a new person. And I didn't want to eat them again when I had cravings, so I started maintaining with the subs. Because at first, they fuck you up. Like, they give you that little buzz you're looking for. They knock your ass out so you can forget you're alive for a couple days, you know, or a night, and it's great. But for me, it got to the point, you know, where I always had excuses. I didn't want to, oh, I have to work, or oh, I don't want to let my kid down, or oh, if I jump off them, you know, everything's going to be bad, and I need to work. I can't miss work. I can't miss work. I can't miss work. Well, you know, now I have this opportunity to be here talking to you, making videos at 3 o'clock in the morning on a Sunday night or Saturday night, and I gotta be at church by 9. But anyway, where was I? My withdrawal scramble brain is scrambling. Not to ramble on. Yeah, so this time I really got a bug up my ass, and I really decided that no matter how much pain I went through, that it was going to be okay, you know, and the pain would feel good to me, because the more I sweat and the more I hurt, the more I know that I'm winning, and I'm going to defeat those things. And it's a different mindset than, you know, oh, well, ow, I hurt, I need, where right now what I need is to be free from the slavery of Suboxone. And once you want that bad enough and you've had enough, like, I think everybody gets to a point where they've had enough of feeling this way and they're ready to fight the fight, you know. And I think that's one of the huge differences. You know, I've jumped off at 16 milligrams a day. I've jumped off at 8 milligrams a day. I've jumped off at 4 milligrams a day. And all three ways, it was hard. It was painful, and it's a snowball effect. You know, you get sick, and then you don't eat, and then, you know, you start having worse symptoms because you're dehydrated and you're cramping. We're going to go through all that, but this time, you know, the taper was never a thing that worked for me, you know, because let's be honest, if we had any self-control, you know, taper would work. But, you know, for those of us that just can't control it, you know, the taper has to be different. You can't have a long, drawn-out taper, and I don't think jumping off worked for me nearly as well as what I did this time. Trying to long taper is hard when you have a supply, you know, and you're hating life and you want to feel good and you don't want to eat perks, so you just keep eating more subs and they just keep knocking you out worse, and you never get that high from them. So what I did this time was I was taking, like I said, 2 8-milligram strips a day for 3 years, 2 years. What I did was started, you know, cutting it down here or there, skipping it here and there. And basically what I did the first week was cut them up into 4 pieces. You know, 1 8-milligram strip. I cut that thing up into 4 pieces, so it's 2 milligrams a piece. So I basically went from 16 milligrams a day to 2 milligrams a day. And honestly, if I would have made this video last week or 2 weeks ago, I'd look like $1,000,000. I'd probably be pacing around the apartment all hyped because I felt so great. And it's amazing, like, you know, instead of jumping right off, if you have the choice, you know, I would suggest cutting about, you know, I cut it down from 16 to 2, so it's like 1/8 of what I was taking daily. And the withdrawal was rough, you know, it really was. You know, you hit that week, that day 4 to day 3 to day 5, you know, somewhere in that area, and it starts whooping your ass really bad. And